Hey guys, welcome back to Maxcast, Dawn of War Unification. Today I have another one versus one for you on Blood River. On the southern side playing Space Marines we have Cookie. On the northern side playing Tekarn Shogunate we have Vanomorodellefake. Very hard name. They have some chit chat in the beginning. Vanomorodellefake sent in some replays for the Tekarn Shogunate guide, which I released a few weeks ago, and one of these he put in later, and this one seems to be a fair one. I watched a few minutes forecast to see if it's alright, and it looked alright, so I'm casting it right now. His opener is more or less the standard Tekarn Field Dojo in the Inner Circle Teleportarium. We'll get, of course, some warriors. Has 2 militia rangers, 2 builders. We'll get 2 warriors and the Eternal Shogun. Actually, as I've seen it, he puts a generator and then decides not to take it. On the other side, Cookie. Getting 2 scouts, 2 builders and Space Marines, and future, I have seen it, will go for a force commander, so we will have both the commanders out and about, going at each other. You see here, he thinks about the generator and then decides against it and will get a warrior instead. This is the normal build up. You can go generator, but then your fighting force is relatively weak, especially susceptible if your opponent pressures you, which is the normal thing to do. The Space Marines not capturing their point in the main base, they are already here shooting at some rangers for now, and there are the 2 warrior squads, so they will be able to hold the river over here, especially now that this listening post is almost finished. They can hold this very easily. That the combat engineer could jump into this post to get some shots going. He can also just shoot his plasma gun as well. Eternal Shogun hits the field, coming out with a big spear and everything. On the other side, the force commander more or less enters the field at the same time with his chain sword. So yeah, we have proper fighting force on both sides. Now these Space Marines are asked nicely to leave, but once the force commander is here, they might stand a chance to fight back. Let's see. Force commander shooting his bolt pistol, but yeah, needs to run away a bit as well. These Space Marines are in heavy cover, so this is a hard time for these Tekarn warriors, but the Eternal Shogun closes the distance and yeah, killing one model easily because it was shot down. This other got very meaningly sync killed. Another one getting down, getting a big thunder from the air, and yeah, this is a losing fight, but we see another Space Marine squad is being added, so this should stabilize the situation over here. The force commander is trying to go into melee, killed one of these warriors. One-on-one on the Shogun and the force commander should be in favor of the force commander because he has a chance to stun everything. Not well placed warriors over here. I mean, they are well placed in heavy cover, but they are not contributing to the fight over here. It's getting a bit closer because there was helping fire from these warriors. So you see the force commander is getting pretty low, but so is the Shogun. So those both, just attention to the squad and being safe for the meantime. This point is being captured by these rangers. The other relic is being captured by the scouts that now move into the middle. The left side has been captured by the scouts as well. We do not have any take and hold victory enabled, so this will not be a winning move by this definition. It will give you some resources, of course, and the middle point is very nice as it gives you big vision throughout the middle ridge over here. We have now a advance of the Space Marines. They should more or less easily win here. Now even focusing down the combat engineer, which was building up this listening post, so this is now falling back, going for the listening post over here. You have some militia rangers getting attacked by scouts. The militia rangers shooting back, but their weapons aren't the greatest. Let's see what they do. They go into melee, it seems. Yeah, going into melee against scouts with their combat knives. Not sure if this is going to be a good idea or not. Reinforcement on both sides. These scouts will lose a model. The rangers as well, but it's more. Sorry for the hiccup here. The replay or the game decided to not work for me for a second. We have still the battle of the ages here of Scout Marines against Tekarn military rangers. The scouts will lose this because they're not getting reinforced, and they're also a lot more than double the price than the militia rangers, so this was well in favor for vanomorodellefake, which can now in turn start to capture these points in the middle. So we have the outer point for the Cookie and the middle point for him. No real interest of any player on the right side. Still the two militia rangers over here turning to attack a bit. It seems this point is getting rebuilt. The economy is 86 and 10 against 74 and 20. This will even up the requisition or this point in the middle, so we have even a small lead for the Tekarn Shogunate, which wants to assault the still 3 Space Marines, which in turn will now hold over here. You can park in the heavy cover so to make it very hard for them to trade favorably. Tier 2 has been finished, question mark. Is about to finish. Upgrading this point, which is nice. With 3 generators you can upgrade your points. I do not see a armory yet, so this and another generator, so this looks for me as Cookie wants to get some vehicles out. And the other side, what do we see here? A war correspondent, the armory such, so this looks like he wants to get some infantry. He would need, there's the squad cap increase, which he would need to either field more warriors or the tank busters, or if he gets a vehicle factory, even the shield maidens. Another upgraded listening post for the Space Marines. Now the question is, where is the armory or machine bastion? One of the two would be very much needed. A field dojo in the left side, okay. Why not? Tekarn war correspondent being added as well, as he increases the fighting capabilities of a squad he's attached to, as well as giving some detection and marking a single unit that he's attacking. Okay, I was thinking that he might get a vehicle production building over here for a second, but he used his resources to upgrade a point or something. Get something else. So they are now attacking. There comes the grenades. Are there sergeants already? There's no sergeant, so not sure why he's attacking without any further upgrades. So he has still only the 3 squads against the same 3 squads, but now they have are tier 2 as well, so not sure what this is all about. The armory is late here. You would need the armory earlier, and especially before attacking in this position. Get listen posts over here. We have the militia rangers. We get another generator. So I'm asking myself, what is he trying to achieve here? War correspondent is still standing here. You could teleport him over with the tunnel network, and they for now just standing here. They captured the left critical, they have the middle critical and the right critical, so all critical points to vanomorodellefake. Not really sure what he's trying to achieve here. Another combat engineer. Is he trying to get, he has the heavy stubber, so he could try a slow march forward with heavy stubber support. Is he getting heavy stubbers on these? Not yet. Adding Tesla reactor number 4 now. Has a hell of a lot of power. Is he trying to get a quick tier 3 or what? Have now the sacred artifact and getting some armory upgrades, so he's getting for some commanders and infantry. Adding the Primaris intercessors, okay. And sergeants on all the squads, really nice. And bionics level 1, so he's a bit behind in the upgrades. But we have here another warrior, so he's doubling down on warriors. He could double produce the warriors or get to tier 3 if he gets the mechanized command, which he does. Upgrades. What is he upgrading? Satellite targeting expanded weapon cage only affects the militia rangers, I think. Or does it give you anything else? Damage output of warriors and tank busters by a significant amount. Ha! I learned something. Because you do not have a lot of squads that can get special weapons as Tekarn Shogunate, so this is more of a general damage buff, which I like a lot, I have to say. Damage isn't the worst anyway. With targeted satellite targeting, we have now 3 Tekarn warriors, so they're getting reinforced to the maximum as well. We have quite the force here. The question is now, 1 tank buster would get you a big advantage, as it would help you getting down these buildings a bit faster. Or get a chimera or anything basically. For now he's just standing here, feeling good. In comes the Primaris. They can get these grenade launchers here. Vengeance launchers, and they do really good knockback, you can see here. What was this? Was this a grenade? Ah, they stay there and then... Okay, I didn't know that. They go in and then explode a bit later. Depending where you stand, it can be very dangerous. What is he adding? Another intercessor and then getting tier 3. Tier 3 is also on the way for the Renegade Tekarn Shogunate. So I'm not sure what they are all about. No side seem to feel they have an advantage over here. I would like to see me the Force Commander upgrade actually from the Sacred Artifact, his aura. It's really cheap, takes a bit to research, but it's... I think he already has it, as I'm saying it, because the damage aura is really cheap and helps you quite a lot. We have some special weapons here, the heavy stubbers. Is this upgrade now finished? It does increase the amount of heavy stubbers. It does not, okay. Oh, you cancelled it. Anyway. Shogun Shadow Damocles Rhino. Okay. Interested to see this unit in use. Prioritizing it by going to tier 3. These militia rangers dying really quickly. You have a lot of units being popped out of here, all using the tunnel network. In comes the Shogun's Shadow Command Rhino, using some plasma weaponry at the front. And it can get some sort of orbital bombardment shenanigans, but only in tier 4, I think. You see it's targeting stuff, but you would need the Yamato cannon uplink, I think, for it to fire. On the other side, one warrior sticking. Tier 3 is done now. On the other side, tier 3 is almost done as well, getting a machine cult and a rhino. 2 rhinos in fact. One rhino would be nice to get these Primaris around. Mark undivided, so varying buffs on the squads, making them better all around. Improved castle call, fortified bunker, okay. I like the Tesla, what is it called again? Improved coil gun upgrade, because it makes your tsunami tanks really well. MP pulse bombing run. So there you go. This is a thing you could use. Not sure if he uses it right now. There's the Vengeance grenade launcher. We see some missile launchers being added as well. And in comes the first tsunami tank. And yeah, not the best position over here. Also not getting these rangers, the warriors on the other side. Now the tsunami tank can fire. Coil gun upgrade is about to be finishing, I guess. No, this was the fortified bunkers even. So not sure what he wants with the fortified bunkers. Normally nothing you would see in normal gameplay. Another tsunami tank is about to be added, but he needs the vehicle cap increase. So we have 2 full rhinos, one with space marines, one with the Primaris, and in comes the warriors. On both sides they start to go into melee. There will be the Eternal Shogun out in a second or two. The command rhino and the tsunami tank is firing away. Warriors going into melee, doing a lot of damage. We have the heavy stubbers also with the warcores, but then adding some fire. Now they are not in melee anymore, they're just standing very close to each other, shooting at their faces, I guess. Not in a red stance, I guess. On this side the militia rangers got killed, the combat engineer trying to repair stuff and now shooting as well. And this is an ugly fight. Both of the rhinos has been killed, and now the painful retreat comes from the space marines, which is covered however by a predator, and a predator is nothing you can really face now as the Tekarn. You would need some tank busters ASAP. Yeah, getting more tsunami tanks doesn't help you. You would need vehicle cap increase. If one of these units die, they will get out, sure, but yeah. Predator now opening fire on the tsunami tank, but he is eating some shots as well. See here, like the pew, whatever this is actually what it shoots. And yeah, now he should get the vehicle cap increase. Not sure how much it increases, but at least one more tsunami should pop out here. There comes the Shogun Shadow. Again, the second predator is here. Do they get anything? Not yet. There's also even a skull probe being added now. no real actions on the other side. This sometimes happens that both sides are adding units on one side and totally ignoring the other side. I think, I don't know what it could go. A land speeder with a multi-melter could do great work over here. The same way a singular tank burster on the left side could do a big advantage over here. There's now the self-repair ability used by the tsunami tank. This is enabled by the coil gun upgrade as well. And yeah, now comes the listening post being added, attacked over here. Yeah, it's now executioners. Okay, big damage against infantry, but not so much against vehicles. And vehicles is what they have. There's being the EMP run from the Shogun's Shadows command rhino, stunning both of these for I think 30 seconds or something. So this is, yeah, really bad for these very expensive predators with their very expensive weapon loadout. So this, not sure if he can actually survive an attack now, because he lost so much. Yeah, the cookie was a bit not sure what to do, but you see the anti-armor capabilities for Tekarn Shogunate seem to be limited, but once you are tier 3 you can also EMP the enemy just fine with the Shogun's Shadows Damocles command rhino. Not sure if it costs some resources. I think it does. Yeah, so I like this replay. Sad that I have had a little hiccup in the midst, but that's sometimes how it goes. Yeah, so pretty interesting. GG's to both players. Thanks for sending these in as well. And as usual guys, thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye!